See you, chump.
Test fire in progress. Stand clear.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in Chapter 10, The End of Days. This really is the final stretch of our adventure, not only with this video series, but with Isaac's journey through dementia and the Ishimura. This chapter has a lot going on. It's very dense, it's very labor-intensive, and at this point, it's all about your abilities that you have built up over the past 9 chapters and slaying necromorphs. You should be swimming in nodes, you should be swimming in credits. At this point, it's about refining your kit, staying up to date on your upgrades, and then systematically defeating the enemies that are placed in your path. There's not a whole lot that goes on during the first couple of minutes, so I'll let it play out, and we will catch up in the crew quarters.
Clearance confirmed. Clearance confirmed.
Before heading into the crew quarters, hang a right and you will find the final rig we need to complete the master security override. It's at this point that I decide to go ahead and build the override and then backtrack through the Ishimura to find the relevant upgrades for me. For you, if you're a completionist, this is a great opportunity for you to go back and grab all of the master security override boxes throughout the game. I'm mainly just focused on, I guess the term would be min-maxing my build, so I want to be as powerful as possible as soon as the game allows me to be that powerful. So now that we have all of these upgrades available to us throughout the world, why not go and collect them and get our kit up to its maximum potential? It goes without saying, but all of the spawns that you encounter while you backtrack at any point in the game is going to be totally random. So we're flying blind at this point, and your adventures backtracking during Chapter 10 will not be the same as mine.
Security override generated for Isaac Clarke. All access will be logged.
Our first stop is the mining deck, where we pick up a contact beam upgrade. I'm going to pick up another one on the medical deck as well, and basically max out our Spartan laser.
Arriving at mining engineering. Check station when departing. Logging security card. Logging security card. Medical. Now arriving at medical.
The intensity director is no joke. Watch as I open this door and get jumped by divider remnants and basic necromorphs. It really turns into a frantic situation with my back against the wall.
Clearance confirmed. Bridge. Now arriving at the bridge.
Isaac, I'm losing you. Something on the crew deck must be interfering with the signal.
I can guess what that something is.
If the marker's active... Shit.
Station now.
The crew deck is locked down, but the deck supervisor might have an override key. The last location I have for her is the gym. How long will it take to install the singularity core on that shuttle?
Not long, if no one tries to stop me.
Hurry. We can't leave the marker in their hands.
This common area has a ton of dead unitologists. However, only a few of them are going to be viable hosts for the necromorph infection. Notice which bodies I stomp and then follow suit, as there will be some infectors that spawn once you get back from the gym, and you don't want to be dealing with 25 enhanced morphs in here.
Clearance confirmed.
After you enter 0G basketball and grab the battery, 3 enhanced lurkers will spawn. Take them down and then play some 0G ball and get all of the rewards. Unlike the firing range on the USM Valor, 0G basketball is totally free and there are no threats that can impede you on your quest to be the best b-ball player on the Ishimura. Not like there's a whole lot of competition.
Exiting zero gravity. Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity.
After grabbing the crew key card and heading back to the common area, these two pregnants are very consistent. Whether you go through the showers or whether you go through these hallways, very consistently two necromorphs will spawn, and more often than not, they're pregnants.
Security card.
I built your shit. It didn't work. You're not gonna hurt anyone else. I'd say your usefulness has run out.
Mercer!
Still alive, Mr. Clark. I'm still denied convergence thanks to this increte.
Mercer, wait. Tell me. I want to understand. What is convergence?
But you already know. Dead or living, we all feel the markers to the purpose. Don't you want to be reunited with the people you lost? Yes. Then why not with me? Mr. Temple has refused, but we are so close. Everything that has happened on the Ishimura is just the beginning.
When you put it that way, you and your marker can go to hell.
think your death will come faster.
Once again, we find our way into a monologue with Dr. Mercer, and once he finally shuts his trap and takes out Jacob Temple, we have another encounter with our favorite guy, the Hunter. Now, I get really disoriented in this room. Now, there's just one pustule that will open up the mess hall, so pop it, stasis, run. I burn a lot of time in this room and area. Thankfully, it's just the Hunter that we have to contend with and no other creepy crawlies. Just a side note, Temple's death is completely preventable if Isaac were to have gone along with Mercer's plan or stalled him long enough for the stasis to wear off. We already saw that the stasis doesn't last forever when Mercer uses it, so Isaac theoretically could have stalled him and Temple could have gotten off a lethal shot with the force gun. However, Isaac is very, temperamental when it comes to the Unitologist ideologies, and it frustrates him to a point of ending up indirectly killing Jacob Temple. Not that it would have mattered. I mean, nobody really gets off this ship unscathed, even if they make it out in one piece.
I'm sorry about everything.
At the bottom of this lift, you will encounter two dividers. Now, I am very wasteful with my force gun ammunition. What I would recommend is coming down here with the contact beam prepped and ready, or the plasma cutter. That way you can divide the divider and then take out the little remnants with the force gun, kind of make it your cleanup sweep, versus burning, however many I burned, 13, 14 force gun rounds, which are very valuable. Now, I'm still swimming in credits, don't get me wrong, I can always buy more, but the fact of the matter is this was a very wasteful encounter, and our goal is to be as efficient as humanly possible. My spidey sense went off as I was walking to the save point. I realized that I heard a vent break, and it wasn't one of the fabricated, ooh, I bet you're scared kind of breaks. It was like a, oh no, there's a monster coming at you kind of break. So I close out of the save station, and sure enough, there's an enhanced leaper coming at me at Mach 10. Mop him up, then take my save. Maybe I should call it like a necro sense? A morph sense? That's stupid. Cut this out.
Patient? Isaac. Symptoms? Mania? Delusion? Fire? What was the last straw, Mr. The grief? Or the guilt?
in the standard quarters, it's a toxic environment. Don't sprint haphazardly towards the objective, as there are 2 guardians that will take your head off. The limited visibility makes it hard to see one or the other depending on which angle you're coming from. It's also difficult to see their little guardian pods that they spit out. So just take it slow. You've got plenty of air and plenty of time, and if you do get close to the point of suffocation, you can always come out of the room and go back in. I take out both of these guys and then shoot the pustule and leave immediately, as I believe the hunter spawns. Now I'm too quick and I don't look behind me for long enough to tell, but I'm pretty sure the hunter chases you throughout this entire chapter. Once you get back into the little crew room where Dr. Mercer was monologuing, you also will get jumped by a handful of necromorphs. I take these guys out really efficiently. I'm proud of this encounter. I guess I was moving through the mess hall far too quickly. If you pay attention, when I look into the main area where we were fighting dividers previously, a leaper just spawns out of thin air. Like, I don't think that it falls from a vent or anything. It literally just appears on the ground. So you want to talk about getting jumped pretty hard. How about a necromorph that just appears? Doesn't break through a vent, just shows up. This is a pretty frantic moment. I'm happy that I was loaded up on force gun writs. Another thing worth noting is in Chapter 9, we threw a stasis barrel at an enhanced brute, and it applied the same sort of completely frozen, static damage over time as our upgraded stasis module. The same applies for the Twitcher enemies when you break their stasis packs. As you can see with my back against the elevator, he is completely frozen and is getting peeled. So that's very interesting that the game applies all stasis to the upgraded stasis kit, not the one that you fire directly from your suit.
the shuttle. You need to install the singularity core. Isaac! Isaac, can you hear me?
For this stage in the game, this is a very easy quarantine. There's 2 spitters and an enhanced necromorph. The spitters can spawn in any corners of the room or drop from the ceiling, same for the enhanced necromorph. In this instance, I have 1 spitter that spawns in the vent next to me, the enhanced necromorph drops in from the ceiling, and one of the other spitters drops in across the room. Be sure to thoroughly explore the deluxe quarters before destroying the tendril. The hunter will spawn after you destroy it, and you will be forced from the area. There are some story moments that you can miss, and there's a lot of lockers and boxes that you can miss out on as well. There's plenty of kinesis poles around this area as well, making it easy pickings for any necromorphs that do spawn near you.
Isaac. Sorry, late shift. How are you?
My mother, she's,
Octavia? How's she doing?
she's dead, Nicole. They both are. She killed my dad, then herself. Yeah. The church, they, took the bodies before I could,
Oh my god. Oh, Isaac, I'm so sorry. Oh, can I told you brainwashing?
Stop it. Just stop talking. You said she was herself again. You said she would be better at home. I trusted you. God. You might as well have killed him yourself.
She was better. You told me to leave for the Ishimura. You pushed me to... You know what? Go to hell, Isaac.
Nicole. Nicole! Nicole! I didn't... Oh, God. No. Not her, too.
Isaac. It's me. I wish I could talk to you.
She wanted to talk.
I'm sorry.
I can make it right.
I'm sorry
I can save us both.
about everything.
Log retrieved.
Is it recording? Can't miss anything. There's just cruelty. He was deciphering how the marker's signal affects the brain and how... Oh my god.
Dr. Brennan. Let me guess. Terrence Kine let you in. Shame he's not here.
He didn't understand how this tragedy represents a chance to cure death.
Go on.
These creatures. Reanimated tissue, cellular immortality. I know we've never seen eye to eye, but I understand now. There's so many I should have saved.
So you came to me.
Because you've learned how to communicate with the marker. I'm so close. I thought it must have the secrets that I need.
You are a woman of science, not faith. Leave the marker to me. These are your autopsy notes. Very thorough. You'll need them peer-reviewed, of course. And poor Terrence isn't here to help you.
Yes. There's only one man I trust now.
Very thorough indeed. And useful for Mr. Harris's next surgery.
No related rig activity has been logged. Logging security card.
friends? Is this what you hoped for when you signed your lives away to the church? Does this carnage look like transcendence? I don't know what lies beyond death. Not anymore. But I do know our lives are more than just fuel for convergence. If we work together, we can fight this evil. It's not too late. Please.
Clearance confirmed.
The quarantine in the executive quarters is pretty much all armored necromorphs and an infector. The infector can turn this fight into something manageable but annoying to something that is unmanageable and very dangerous. So stomp out the bodies before you destroy that tendril and activate this lockdown.
Quarantine lifted.
Remember, we spoke on the valley.
If you're real, let me in. I need to destroy that cluster behind you.
Not yet. Escape on that shuttle and you'll kill us all. When they took the marker from Aegis 7, it woke the being in the core of the planet.
The hell is that?
Mercer calls it the hive mind, a nexus organism which controls these necromorphs telepathically. If we leave while the hive mind is active, well, you saw the valor. If even a single necromorph escapes, humanity is finished. But the marker. Emilia, she knew. She told me it would return the beast to its slumber.
Okay, so if we return the marker to Aegis 7, it'll stop the outbreak?
Exactly. But we need the shuttle to return it to the planet. You have a singularity core, and I can let you do. So what do you say?
If it'll end this for good, deal.
Excellent. I can distract Mercer, but not for long. And get the marker to the shuttle bay quickly. Thank you, Mr. Clark, for helping me fix my mistakes.
Clearance confirmed.
This may be the largest quarantine in the game. Grab a couple of fan blades and then head down the elevator. What I recommend is taking out the enemies that are closest to one corner and then putting your back against the wall and taking everything out around you. Quick swap over to the force gun if you get overwhelmed, switch to the contact beam if you really just need somebody to be dead, and use plenty of kinesis. For whatever reason, the necromorphs are slowed down when they're close to the marker, so you can use that to your advantage by staying close enough to it to where they get that slowdown effect, and you've got a much larger window of time to take them out.
help you load the marker. Damn, Mercer's close. Hurry!
Now it's time for the big boy, the final showdown with the Hunter. This time we're going to take him out for good. Once you beat that quarantine, you have no threats around you, no immediate threats unless you start backtracking for whatever reason. I like to position a handful of kinesis poles and stasis objects and explosive barrels sort of scattered around where I know my footpath is going to be. That way I can utilize it during the fight. I start off with stasising the Hunter and then opening the door and clearing out as many enemies as I can. You'll see that there's lurkers, there's twitchers, there's leapers, oh my. Your goal is to get the Hunter into the middle of this platform and then run back to the shuttle controls and light him up. It's not very difficult, but it is stressful if the situation gets out of hand. If you let the lurkers set up and start sniping at you, if the twitchers get too close to you and start dealing a ton of damage, nevertheless the invincible Hunter that's around you. You've got to be quick and you have to be efficient. Those are the keys to this engagement. Follow my lead, set up similarly to me if you like. This worked really well on this run, and light that bastard up for good. That's going to wrap it up for Chapter 10 though. Once you beat the Hunter, you are done. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff that it likes. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
You bastard! Take it. Bring convergence! Make us whole!
Do you read me? Mr. Clark! Mr. Clark, come in!
Fuck this ship.
You're alive. Altman beat me.
Fuck Altman, too. Kendra?
I'm here, but every alert on the Ishimura is screaming. Critical damage to internal systems. The marker just ripped right through the ship. Something pulled it down to the cargo bay.
Kind, pilot the shuttle to the hangar. I'm going after the marker.
Of course. Amelia, quickly.
Wait, Dr. Kine. That guy's lost it. He killed the captain. We can't trust him near the marker.
He says returning it to the planet is the only way to end this. We've got to try. I'm heading to cargo. You ping Nicole's rig and tell her where to go.
Leave it to me.
Thanks. When I get the marker, we're all getting out of here.